Welcome back to another Canon Quick Shot, a quick review of a non-comic book and superhero movie. I'm your host Terry, and today I'm looking at Super Troopers 2. So, the long-awaited arrival for the sequel to Super Troopers from the comedy group Broken Lizard. I can't say that I've been wanting this sequel recently. Definitely, 4 or 5 years ago, I was more interested in it, but we heard about, well, most of us heard about the Broken Lizard group raising money, doing GoFundMes and stuff to make this movie. They finally hit their goal. They were able to make it. So the fact that they had to do that already showed you that studios weren't really looking for this movie. And then it was a Fox Searchlight movie, which I didn't know. So yeah, it's definitely something Hollywood wasn't looking to do. Even though Super Troopers is a cult favorite and a lot of people liked it after the fact, it's just not something that they were Hollywood was looking to put money into. So I already came in with lowered expectations. I'm like, man, we'll see. And I will say that even for a movie that they kind of crowdsourced to get money, it was fine. I mean, it didn't look like super cheap or homemade or, indie or discount. It seemed on par with the last Super Troopers. And actually a lot of stuff that they did, I was kind of, not a lot, but I was surprised that they were able to kind of get as expensive as they did. So I'm not sure how much money they actually raised, but anyway. So as far as the movie, man, you know what? It's pretty simple, straight to the point. It was not as funny as the first one. And you don't go into this movie looking for a story. You don't go into this movie, looking for anything technical. You just go in for funny jokes, and more so than any regular comedy, like a movie like Blockers that came out, or I Feel Pretty, or something like that. You go in for the jokes, but you also expect a little something more, a little more heart to it, just because the nature of the content. But with this, you don't expect any heart, you don't expect any message, you don't expect you just want to see wild jokes. And they tried for the most part. I couldn't even say it was like one of those movies that just throw everything at you and take a bunch of swings, but they miss a lot. It wasn't even that. They didn't even swing a lot. I feel like the most disappointing part was that there's a lot of points in this movie that are just boring. Not even, okay, that was a bad joke. I'm talking about there's points in the movie where they're not even making jokes, like where it's just really slow and unnecessary. And so that was, yeah, it was not fun that way. But as far as the jokes that hit, none were out of this world, like memorable or crazy, but they are a number of jokes that do hit. So, it was a movie recently that I saw, Game Night. Even though, I love Game Night because I watched it a few more times, but the first time I watched it, I'm like, you know what? I laughed steadily throughout that movie. There was no gut busting laughs, but I laughed throughout the movie. And on second, third viewing, I liked that movie a lot more, but I would say Super Troopers didn't even hit that first viewing of Game Night level where I was like, oh, I'm gonna laugh throughout. No, there's laughs here and there, and they go away. And so, the whole Canada versus US thing could have been good. A lot of this stuff could have been good, but partially it does what most comedy sequels do, and they get stuck on the original material and trying to rehash it in a different way, which is not funny. And then part of this movie just feels like it was stuck in the early 2000s. It's not really up to date or anything new. So I don't know. Super Troopers I like though. And that's not even my favorite Broken Lizard movie, to be honest with you. So Super Troopers was cool and pretty good. I own it. I don't watch it every year, but I do own it. And this one doesn't even come close. So, as far as a grade, I'm going to give it a 66%. So it's a solid D. And even the cult comedies or cult classics, they don't have to be highly rated to be enjoyable. But I don't think I'm gonna go see this again in theaters, to be honest with you. No plans of buying it. But I still think people can enjoy this. So if you get a chance to go see it during a matinee, or if you want to wait till it comes out on rental, you won't be mad that you took time to watch it. So that's all I can say. So anyway, go comment section if you've seen Super Troopers 2. Let me know what you thought. If you want to see it, let me know what you expect. Thumbs up, subscribe, share it around, and remember, if you heard it, it's official canon.